People of YouTube, it is me, TF Nosy, and I have returned from the most awesome place you could ever think of, and the most awesome thing, yes, you could ever think of. I've returned from Auto Assembly 2011. Now, I thought to make this video first. This is going to be my thoughts of the event and also my haul. This is going to be a pretty long video, so please beware, this is going to take a flipping while because I've got quite a big, epic haul. Well, I think it's epic, otherwise people might think otherwise, but, you know, the main thing is I went to Auto Assembly mainly wanting a 2010 re-release of Unicron, and also R&D stuff, Beast Wars, animated, Generations, etc. And I got all bits from each line. But yes, my thoughts first of all. I've just watched Mr. Sammy Sadek, or Schoolgirl140's thoughts of the event. And I would just like to thank him for the shout out, and thank you for the kind words. And basically everybody, when people finally get over the experience of Auto Assembly, everybody's going to probably say exactly what I'm going to say now. And Auto Assembly 2011 was one hell of a weekend. It was a fantastic Auto Assembly, by none one of the best Auto Assembly so far. It completely walked over last year's. But saying that, it was a bloody weird convention this year. We called it the doomed or the damned Auto Assembly, because many people, sadly, a few people were turned away due to the Birmingham riots, which was a bit unfortunate. And sadly, some other circumstances, personal circumstances with certain people, got in the way as well. And sadly, because of those personal reasons, they didn't come. Basically, I would just like to say a big shout out to those people who sadly couldn't make it. To name a few, God Pikachu or TW Pikachu, Carl. I'm very sorry you couldn't make it, but due to situations. Mr. Jared, Wolfkang 1, very, 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 very unfortunate you couldn't make it, but you're coming next year, I'll see you then. Or maybe before, depending. Mr. Dwarf Pornstar, or Johnny, or Roddy Wave 666, very, very sad you wasn't there. Many, many, many people missed your presence, and including Jared, Wolfgang 1. You guys were very, very, very sadly missed due to, you know, you guys were literally the life of the party last year, and it lit up the environment. Everybody loved your presence last year. And also Johnny has been to other Auto Assemblies as well, so they've both been missed, and it was unfortunate you both couldn't come. Or Baz, sadly you couldn't make it this year. Mr. Chris McFeely, sadly due to unforeseen circumstances, he couldn't come. I would just like to say my condolences to you at this time and your family. I very doubt you'll be watching this video, but if you are, my condolences, and I hope everything goes well for you in the future and for your family. Who else didn't come this year? I really can't remember. Those are the main people I wanted to meet again, but sadly couldn't make it. But yes, my thoughts of the convention was, it was a fantastic, fantastic convention. But like I was saying, it was a weird one. Why I'm saying it was basically the damned or the doomed convention. Basically, quite a few people got injured. Quite like getting to convention and things during the convention things went a little bit weird. Mr. David Kay, who was one of 3 guests of honour this year, sadly he came down with laryngitis a few weeks prior. I think about a few weeks prior to the convention, and during the convention he was actually taking medication for it. But we were glad to know that he was fine. He did his voices. He had an awesome time. We had an awesome time meeting him. He was an absolute brilliant person. It was a really awesome experience meeting Mr. David Kay, because David Kay, he actually voiced Megatron in Beast Wars and Beast Transmetals, and most of the Unicron trilogy. I was absolutely in awe meeting him, because he is one of my idols, and because I met Gary Chalk last year and Scott McNeil, and now I've met David Kay, and they're 3 of my massive idols, voice actors and all that jazz, because they voiced my favourite characters from the Transformers fiction. But yes, also meeting Mr. Greg Berger. I shook his hand a few times and had a little bit of a conversation. Yes, I would have liked to see more of him, but sadly the poor guy, you won't be watching this, but I'd just like to say thank you for participating and trying your best to meet people at the convention, because the poor guy was very tired. He literally just got off the plane, I think the Friday night. I think he arrived on the Friday. Last year he was actually in the UK for about a week to 2 weeks prior to the convention. This year it was only like a day, so it was like, just got off the plane, not very well, so he was resting most of the time and only coming down to meet now and again. And Mr. David Wise, who unfortunately as well, Mr. David Wise got injured on his arrival. I found this out from him. I was actually having a conversation with David Wise, and he just got talking to me about how he can make awesome names out of random, how he can make random Transformer names out of 2 really random words. And basically was sat at the all the cool stuff table, which was just in the bar before you enter the main room, and people who went there will already know what I'm talking about. And he was just sat there, and he had his arm in a sling, and I went up to him and said, "Oh, what happened there?" And he sadly fell out of a taxi as he arrived to the convention, and he limited movement of his arm. But luckily, I would like to say he is fine. He had his bandage or his sling removed, and he had a little bit more movement by the end of the convention, which was awesome. Mr. Greg, I've already mentioned Greg Berger, but quite a few people was injured this year. A guy called Ravage, I can't remember his proper name, so I don't really know him much properly. Sadly, he injured his hand at the convention due to, I think, falling on either off the stage or something. He injured his hand. Mr. Simon Plum, the official main organiser of the event, he sadly had quite a serious injury, and because of that he was walking around with a walking stick and he couldn't stand for too long, which was unfortunate. I think Billy as well, one of the committee members, he injured himself, his hand as well. I can't remember who else now, but many people, it was really weird, quite a few people was injured. One of our trains was cancelled on the journey down on the first day. We was meant to get 2 trains down and 2 trains back, but as we was on the first train, I think it was about 20 minutes into the journey, and they came over the tannoy and said, unfortunately, due to signal problems, the train from Edinburgh, which was the train we was going to catch next, sadly was cancelled and never left the station. So massive problem. We had to get off at Sheffield, I think it was. Yeah, Sheffield. We got off at Sheffield, and then we had to get the Derby train, and I had to go to bloody Derby, and then from Derby, then to flipping New Street, Birmingham New Street, and it was a bloody bastard. Pardon the French, it was a bastard getting there. But it was pretty plain sailing to an extent coming home. It was a twat getting our seats sorted on the first train from Birmingham, but once we got to Leeds and then straight to Hull, that was fine. But yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Me, Tony Fussell, or Sam of SG1, and Sam, Triple Zero Firestorm, us three went down, and we had an absolute blast. It was a fantastic experience. First time actually going to the convention, actually with Tony, and Tony was an absolute blast. He was absolutely fantastic. And we met. Oh yeah, I want to basically at this point I want to shout out an awesome guy, Mr. Philip or Phil, whatever you want to call him, or is known on YouTube as RatTrap25. Now, use your own discretion. I don't want to force you to subscribe to this guy. I want you to basically check him out, see what you think, and then decide for yourselves. But I want to take this opportunity to shout out to RatTrap25 or Phil. It was his first ever convention this year, 2011, and he was very shy, very subdued, and he was to himself. And myself, and Sam, who was a Firestorm, and Tony as well, we all helped him get into the vibe and interact with people. We actually took him round the convention, and got him talking to Ray, Isle of Mess, many people, and I got my first signature from him. Awesome! High five! Yeah, I got my first bloody signature. Yeah. He asked me, everybody he met, who was seen on YouTube, he thought they were mega superstars. It was all mega superstars. I'm not a mega superstar, man. I'm just a fat geek on YouTube reviewing plastic crack. That's like everyone else. But yeah, I got my first autograph, which is awesome. But yeah, it was an absolute pleasure meeting you, mate. It was, and don't think he was in our shadow. Don't think he was, not respected and everything. He was definitely welcome to, stick with us and have a good time. I'm glad that you had an awesome time and you had a great time and everything. But yes. Thank you, Chav. See, I'm back in Hull now. I've got the flipping mopeds on the go. But yes, it was a fantastic experience, absolutely fantastic auto assembly, despite the little issues. But yeah, it was fantastic. Simon and the crew, Carol Prime, Simon, Billy, whoever else was doing it, they did a fantastic, cracking job, despite the little issues with injuries. But yes, fantastic. The people I met this year, I met many people, and this time round, I was actually a bit more proud of myself this year. Fucking Jav! But anyways, yes, people I met this year, I was very proud of myself for getting a bit more interacting more with people. Last year, which was my first ever convention, I was very let down, and personally I was a bit hurt that I didn't interact as much. I only interacted with a certain group of people, didn't interact or spread out to other people. But this year I was very surprised at myself. I literally went in there on we went up on the Thursday this year, so we went 4 days of madness, and yeah, it was I met George, Exaggerated Elegy, Yeah, got it right. Ray, I love Mess, 2 top blokes, and I got a man hug. 2 of the best man hugs you could ever get from these 2 people. Ray, I love Mess, and George, exaggerated elegy. 2 top people. First time actually meeting Ray. First time ever meeting Ray, I love Mess, and it was a pleasure meeting you. Absolute pleasure. It was a pleasure meeting you again, George. Absolute top bloke. Top bloke. Exilian, Brad, awesome to meet you again. Bubs, I'm going to say this, I think it was Saturday night. Me, Bubs, Dodie, Chief, Triple Eight, I think it is, Brad, Luffy, HBK, I want to call him. Yeah, all those lot were basically just huddled up, and Bubs was being himself, a bit pissed and having a ball and everything, and I got really confused at this point, and I ended up dropping him. Not off the balcony. I ended up dropping him. It was meant to. He was going to jump, and he wanted me to catch him in my hands. And I got confused by something what H said, or HBK. And with him saying that, it made me flinch, and as I flinched, he literally just dropped like a bloody sack of spuds right onto the floor, bloody riot of laughter all around, and I was like, fucking hell. And he walked around with a big bloody scab on his arm. He might probably mention it in his video if he makes one, but very sorry, Bubs, I really didn't mean it. Blame HBK, it was him that said something and it made me flinch. Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you, Luffy, again. Sadly, I didn't really talk to you much, but I'm glad to know that, you know, I'm respected by you, which is awesome. You got to love respect. I mentioned Brad. Dodie, lay off the licorice vodka, mate. It's as beautiful as it was. Many people will say otherwise. As beautiful it was, seriously, mate, lay off it, because my God, 3 days on the road, you was literally off your head. But we love you, mate. We love you. Yeah, big man hug. Yeah, so it's a pleasure meeting Dodie again. Brilliant guy. Muchi. Awesome, top guy, top little kid. Pleasure meeting you again, mate. About 1000. Oh my God, what a flipping riot me and him had. Oh my God, it was the most. Oh, it was fantastic. We had a disco on the Saturday night, and me and a bunch of other people was on the dance floor while it was all going on, and I think it's Andy. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but about 1000 also. Basically, he snuck in. I think he put like a full bottle of JD or a bloody whatever it was, and he put it in this big Diet Coke, or this Coke bottle, and he was drinking that throughout the Saturday night, and also Sunday as well, or yesterday, sorry. And yeah, it was literally off his flipping rocker, and as he was off his rocker and getting pissed, he was actually videoing official Art Assembly highlights for the actual channel and everything and whatever, and taking photos. And me and him, we ended up bloody dancing and bloody arms and arm and flipping bouncing about, and it was literally one of the most fun things I've had or done in many years. It was an absolute pleasure to meet, a flipping riot. Sunday night as well, on the last night. Oh my God, Sunday yesterday was one of the most. I've never laughed so hard in my entire life, or for a long time. Basically was teasing this, I didn't catch a name, sorry if you're watching, but this group of people, was with Tony, Sam, Firestorm, Silver Moon, J-Bot, and I think it was, I don't know, I can't remember now. And he was sat, and he was teasing, they brought the Moonbase 2 for him, or the Moonbase 2 cake out, and was all having a little piece of it. And he basically came over, sat down, and he was teasing this lass. He said, right, you can't have any cake, I'm going to make you laugh your socks off until you sign up to Full Metal Hero. And and literally this poor lass, seriously, I felt really sorry for her, but it was so funny not to laugh at it. And basically he said, get your phone out, does it have internet, is your phone on? And I was doing all this. It was freaking hilarious. He was there for about an hour and was literally just in stitches. It was just awesome to meet you, mate. Top bloke. Oh yeah, Silver Moon, brilliant to meet you. I finally had a proper conversation and had a little actually had a proper meet with you. Lovely person. Probably meet you next year, hopefully. J-Bot, top man. Brilliant to meet you again. I'm trying to think of people. Oh, Tammy, pleasure meeting you. Sadly, literally, Tammy. Seriously, I know you called the Time Lord, but Jesus Christ, you don't have to literally go supersonic every 5 seconds. Literally, it's like, time is there. You try and approach him, you turn away, and he's fucking gone. But anyway, top bloke. Hopefully might be able to talk to you a bit better next time. Grufflock, that name sends laughter through many people. He was just awesome. Well, I didn't really meet him properly. I mean, I shook his hand and everything, but I didn't really know the guy properly. And I was sat at his table at the Old Oil House table, all the members and Tony and whoever else was round. And he was literally, everybody, every time he was there, he was just putting everyone in stitches. So, Grufflock, top man. Oh yeah, King Grimmy, top bloke. Didn't really get to talk to you properly because you was obviously trading, doing your thing in the sales room. So yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you again. Trying to bloody think. Who did I meet? But anyways, sorry if I've left people. Oh, Izza. Met Izza. Had a little conversation and had 2 hooks off of her, so awesome. Yes, lovely person. I never really met Izza properly last year, so great to meet her again. Oh yeah, what's his name? I've flipping forgotten him. Oh, forgotten him. The guy with the lizards, the puppet lizards. If you're watching this, people will know who you are. Sorry, but he was literally making everybody laugh, and he had these puppet lizards on last night. Literally, I've only just got back from the hotel. I've literally only been in about 2 hours, and literally, he was playing around with these puppet lizards and making, and it was absolute bloody blast with him. Who else? I don't know. Oh, Simon, the Bolt, Diansis, yes. Absolute pleasure meeting you, sir. I would have liked to have had a bit more of a conversation with you, but we did talk a little bit more. But he was literally like running around like a headless chicken as well, getting things sorted out and other things as well. Trying to bloody think of everyone. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to go on forever. But yeah, absolute top people. Everybody I met, those who I've not named, anybody that I haven't named, you guys, and I mean, I'm really sorry to those people. I just can't remember names at the moment. But yes, it was a pleasure meeting all of you. those who I have named, and anyone else I haven't named, I'm sorry, but pleasure all around meeting you a lot again. Absolutely fantastic. Never gets old. Yes, so that's my thoughts. My thoughts to the event was fantastic. Everything was. Sadly, I missed most of the things that was going on because me and Sam, and I think Nick the True Phantasm. Sorry, I forgot to mention you. Yeah, Nick and Glenn. Dreadwing's Ghost. Really sorry. And JD. Yeah, they're coming to me now. Those people I met as well. Top people. But me, Sam, Nick, True Phantasm, or whatever it is, True Phantasm. I think it's True Phantasm. I think it is. Yeah. And a few other people, Silver Moon and J-Bot, and that we went to Forbidden Planet, which was on the outskirts of the city. Went there a couple of times, and it was really cool. But because of doing that, I missed the Moonbiz 2 meet, sadly, or the Full Metal Hero meet. Really sorry I missed that. I wanted to be there for that. I missed the drawing workshop. I wanted to go to the drawing workshop. I think it was Lee Bradley was hosting that. I wanted to go to that. Sadly, missed that out. I missed the Q&A for Greg Berger. Sadly, I managed to watch most of the Q&A for David Kay, and also many of the panels as well. I managed to see the panel or the discussion for the new multiplayer, the Transformers universe, and it looks really quite interesting. People was asking questions, and the answers we got back, it looks pretty promising. I'm still going to keep a bit back from it because I want to know whether it's going to be a free to roam or free to pay, free to roam game, which means you don't have to pay a monthly subscription. But there's a 50-50 chance you may do or you may not. I don't know. Well, I hope not. But if it's a free roam or whatever, I'm getting it because it seems really interesting. They actually played a top secret exclusive little snippet, and also they unveiled a character as well. I think it was called. I've forgotten. It was this female character. Her alt mode was a bike. And it was really nice. The environments, the robots, everything looks awesome. So that could be quite interesting. Oh, how did I miss this guy? Jeffrey. Don't know his second name. You are awesome. You will see my footage. There are a few confrontations with him, and on the Saturday night on the disco, literally I was dancing with this guy. That's the first time I've ever danced with a guy, and I don't think it's ever going to be the last. But seriously, absolute top people I met. Absolutely top people. But that is my thoughts. I'm going to wrap my thoughts up now because I've gone on for far too long. My apologies to people if people are get to the point. Really sorry, but it's getting things off the top of my mind, what I've been doing. It's been a very unreal weekend. But now I'm going to get to the haul. What people have been probably waiting for, because the haul is what people like to see. And I know, because I'm one of those people. Now, allow me to just get some more extra light into this bloody place, because I've literally can't see me. Now, I've got a collection, I've got many Transformers. I mean many. But I've also got little other things that I got from Forbidden Planet, and Forbidden Planet. DVD wise and comics and stuff like that, or books. But yes, I'm going to start off with this bag here, which is actually my what do you call it? My pack, from my pass and everything. And in this pack, sadly, I did get things signed, but many things because I completely forgot about getting things signed. But everybody got a comic. You can see there. Everybody got this like a comic. I've got a Revenge of the Fallen comic. Other people got like animated and stuff, and you get this little toy and little things with it. Pretty cool. So that's that. Sadly, I didn't get these postcards. You get postcards. Oh yeah, you could win a competition to win something. The envelope from everything. We've got this as well. This was actually awarded to people, or put in the pack for people that was the first 40 people that pre-ordered or whatever for their pass. And I was literally number 20, and Sam was number 19. So it was very, very early pre-ordering. So we got this awesome poster for Revenge of the Fallen, which was especially for people that was, you know, up to 40 people, or within the 40 bracket. What else have we got in here, goodie-wise? I sadly didn't get these postcards signed because I literally... Oh yeah. So, animated stickers. I wish I'd got these things signed, but anyway. There we go, Mr. David Kit on Megatron. Grimlock. That's basically just all booklets on the event and stuff. That was actually on our passes. What awesome artwork for the pass, that was just awesome. Yes, got Animated Prime. That. Got Death's Head. Really cool. Look at that, Crimzik and Optimus. Pretty cool. And got Grimlock again. Yes. Oh, no. Chucked Grimlock on the floor, it's criminal. And I got Animated Keyring Prime. And a little sticker banner thing for this year. Pretty cool. So that's the goodie bag. And now for the haul. I primarily went for RRD. If you don't know the abbreviation, so that many of the young kids won't know, but people that grew up during the Beast Wars era will know this, like myself. Yes, RRD's shot for Robots in Disguise, obviously, and yes, I've been after RRD again because I used to have Prowl, Sideburn, and X-Brawn when I was a kid, and I've always wanted them back. So I'm glad to say I've got 2 of the 3 that I've, of them characters, but complete for £9 each. I've got myself RD Prowl, sorry. Very cool, and he comes with his instructions and his like missile launchers, which is really cool. Complete. I've got the red version of Sideburn, RD Sideburn, again complete. Very, very cool. I'm really glad about that. Now onto Beast Wars. I primarily went for Beast Wars stuff. These was actually the last ever purchase. These 2 were the last purchase I actually got. Actually, no, it wasn't. These were the second from last purchase. But yes, I've got Transmetals Pterosaur. You can see with the backing card and the instructions and stuff. Really, really cool. £10, not too bad. I've always wanted a Pterosaur, so it's awesome to actually get one. And got myself a Transmetals Rhinox. Really cool. I know these 2 characters weren't in the Transmetal cartoon, but well, they were in the cartoon. Rhinox was, but it wasn't Transmetal. Now onto RD again. Oh, and there's a story to this as well. stick with me, children, and I will tell you a tale. Anyway, yes, I got this. RID Optimus Prime. Yes, this was actually the main holy thing I was going for this year, and I found it at I think it was Kapow. Yeah. Not too bad at all. But there's a story with this. Me and Sam both went with a goal of getting this guy. Sam, you know, he couldn't find it. So I go in, and he's in the bar talking to Phil, Ratchet25, and a few other people. And I come in after buying 2 more things. I can't remember what the other thing was now, but this was one of them. And basically I just walked in, and Sam goes, "What you bought?" I went, "RID Prime." And he goes, "No, no." And he starts chasing me around the flipping bar. I was like, this is definitely a bastard moment, and he called me a bastard as well, so there's the famous you're a bastard line. But yes, but I'm glad to say Sam actually got an RID Prime and an RID Ultra Magnus as well, but he will show you that in his own video, and that's all thanks to our good friend Phil, Ratchet25. So yes, awesome stuff. So I've got that. Brilliant. Another RID figure, and sadly it's the last RID figure I actually got, but I had to get this guy to go with Prime, and that is Megatron. Now this guy, I've been told, should be the one who has the 10 modes. Apparently has 10 modes. Well, it said this actually, it says 6 modes. Weird. Anyway, so apparently has 10 modes, but it's not 6. Well, anyway, so this is awesome. Got that. This is really cool. This is the only G1 character that I actually got this year. Where is it then? This is the only G1 figure I got this year, and luckily I got it complete, but it's without the tech specs decoder and the booklet, the information booklet, well, transformation thing. But it came with the box, really cool. And it's obviously, as you can see, Blitzwing, G1 Blitzwing. The box has seen better days, but that is awesome. Proper official G1 Blitzwing. I've been after Blitzwing for quite a while. As you can see, he came in this little see-through bag. So you got Blitzwing. He comes with his 2 little missiles, and he comes with his sword. But he can call sword in his gun. So absolutely fantastic that. Now, Forbidden Planet. This is stuff I got from Forbidden Planet, including other things that I will show you. I think there could be they're over there. Anyway, yeah, I need to get volume 1 of this, or part 1 of this, but upstairs in Forbidden Planet I managed to find the Transformers animated horseback Omniac, or whatever you call it. So I got the second part, but I need to get the first part. So I found that, which was really nice, but I didn't get it signed stupidly, which I did, but I was here, there and everywhere, my mind was elsewhere, so a lot of stuff did not get signed as it should have been signed. This now is basically, they were having a clearance sale on all the, basically having a clearance sale on most of the Cybertronian Times and things like that from past auto assemblies, and I went and got myself every single one except for last year's, which I've already got. Whatever. So I got 09 Cybertronian Times. Cool, I'll be giving that a read. I've got 08 Cybertronian Times. Really cool. I've got the T25 a celebration thing, I've yet to have a good look through that, but it looks really cool. And it's got a bit of artwork on the back, which looks absolutely awesome. And I've got Savage Running Times, which is this year's. So that's the 2011, which is cool. So yeah, so I've got up to scratch now. I'm up to scratch. Well, I've got more of the things. So that's, oh no. Stupid me. There wasn't from Forbidden Planet. There was from Auto Assembly. The Omniac thing, the Part 2 Omniac, however, that was from Forbidden Planet. I do apologise for that. Now for more Transformers. I got myself United Straxus. I got Skullgrin, so I got that. Really cool, really nice. Thank you to my good friend Mr. J-Bot. I got this. This is actually my first actual purchase at Auto Assembly completely. It was before trading everything. So I'd like to thank Mr. J-Bot for getting me there, or bringing this along. And I got this off of him, which is Transformers Takara animated Rodimus. Awesome. It was primarily something I was going for, and he messaged me on YouTube, and he said, "I've got one if you want one." So yeah, thank you very much. Then I've got myself a Generations Warpath. Oh yeah, kablamo! Sadly, as you can see, the bloody packaging's all bent, busted in a little bit. Thanks to flipping my bloody, some idiot on the flipping train plonking stuff on top of my bloody bag. Swat. Anyway, but, all is good. I've got myself a Generation Wheeljack. Yeah, yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh yeah, I'll show you that soon. That's the instructions for something I will show you. I got myself this Robot Masters E-Hobby Takara Leo Convoy, which is the Nemesis Leo Convoy, which is, it looks beautiful. I'll quickly show you what it looks like. Well, I will be making some full reviews on the stuff, but whenever, I don't know. But there he is in his packaging. He just looks beautiful. Stunning. Bloody stunning. Yeah. Awesome stuff. Yes. There's still more, flipping hell. I got this, and this is actually something I actually got signed by Mr. Greg Berger himself. I got myself a Robots in Disguise, or Classics, or whatever you want to call it. Dinobot. Greg Grimlock, sorry. Really cool. Greg Berger signed that, so that's one thing I actually got signed. I did get more things signed, but they're mostly Marekas. I got Marekas signed by Nick Roche and James Roberts. Yeah, James Roberts. I've got Simon Firm to sign. I've got, you know, my big Transformers Vault. I've got everyone, sadly, except for David Wise, but just about everybody got signed for that. So they're the things I got signed, and comics and stuff. And last out of this bag, and I've been after this beautiful thing for many years, since Beast Wars came out. Since Beast Wars came out, this is actually one of my favourite Predacons, and I've always wanted to actually have this or own this particular toy, and that is Beast Wars. Proper, look at that beautiful thing. Scorponok. Really happy to have got that. Really, really happy. That was an impulse buy. And I've got another big twatting impulse buy right there that I've yet to show you. Yeah, we're not done yet. We've got 2 more things to go. No, actually no. We've got three things to show you, but yeah, we've got 2 figures to show you. Now, before I get to the last 2 figures, I will show you this print Ooh, nearly tipped myself over. Sadly, due to it being in my bag, it's all got a little bit thingied. But I was putting this in a frame anyway, so it should be fine. This is awesome print, which was from Liam Shalhoub. Someone else did it as well. Really cool. Really cool. Galvatron and Megatron fighting. Looks really cool, and they've got it signed by Liam Shalhoub as well. So I'm really going to put that into a thing because it's starting to get damaged a little bit. Now this is the second from last. The last thing I'm going to show you is my holy grail of the convention. But I'm going to show you this, and this was actually was my last purchase of the weekend. And this was from King Grimmy, and I bought this, and it is complete. It's got his backing card. It's got its backing card. It's got its instructions. Got its Cybertronian key. But it is complete. But for some flipping reason, I can't find one of the missiles. So at the moment, it's 99% complete. It should be in my bag because they're both fired, and I found one in my bag, and it must be somewhere. But I got this. Oh yes. My first ever Cybertron toy. Yeah, I've never had any Cybertron or anything. But yes, I have this beautiful specimen. Yes, this apparently, according to Tony Fussell, King Grimmy actually said that this was actually Galvatron. Cybertron Galvatron. But this is the grey and black version, and apparently it's Megatron. Apparently this is the Megatron repaint or something. But yes, yes, that is one hell of a beautiful toy. That was definitely an impulse buy. Very, very nice, lovely. I love this alt mode, but yeah, it's got to be transformed. This is gonna look beautiful on my shelf. That's awesome. That. Where the hell I'm gonna put it? Because I'm not. No, but anyway. And now, people, the pièce résistance to this video. This is the last thing you will see, but yet it is the holy grail. I mean, a few people already should know of this figure because I told them at the convention. But look at this. They also had Primus as well. Yes, the 2010 release of Unicron. Look at that beautiful box. That is just absolutely beautiful. Really nice. That is just awesome. I have actually also been. I was actually told by a few people, Mr. Cobra Commander, Andy Cobra Commander. Wow, that's another guy I forgot to figure mention. I'm so sorry, so sorry, Andy. Pleasure to meet you also. But yeah, he and a few other people we actually said there's an Amazon version coming out, where it's different, slightly different, and apparently it's going to be much cheaper than this guy, and it's going to have the proper green eyes. This actually has the red eyes, but they actually have the green eyes for it. But there's another version coming out, but this is just gorgeous. This is a massive impulse buy. This was the first ever purchase of the event as well. So that is my haul of epic report of epicness. Where the hell I'm going to put it all, and I've got to play with it all yet. I've not played with any of it yet. I've been home literally about an hour and a half to 2 hours, but yes, it's been one hell of a weekend. I've had spent loads and loads of money, a lot of money, more than I actually thought I would actually spend. But that's just the story. Everyone, that's the story of everyone. That just about. But yes, thank you very much for watching this video. This has been my thoughts of Auto Assembly 2011 and my haul. Please stay tuned to this channel, and also people, stay tuned. Very soon, probably in about a week's time. There's going to be the next. No, actually, I think I'll put it up within the next few days, because then it will tie into my convention. My highlights. Yeah, I did quite a few. Well, I did quite a bit of footage on my phone as well as my camcorder. Took a lot of photos, so look out for the photos of Auto Assembly going up on Facebook very shortly, and also going to be making a video and put it up on YouTube. My highlights will be coming up soon. I'm going to try my absolute best. I'm going to make my haul videos in bulk. Not my haul videos, but highlight videos in bulk. Which means I'm going to be doing fairly lengthy videos to kind of like split up how many uploads I'm doing, because I don't want to upload too much. But yeah, so I'm going to be going through all my footage and getting all that sorted out, and I'll be getting that to you very soon. Yes, just again to elaborate, awesome weekend. You know, absolute pleasure meeting all of you. Those who I'm sorry for forgetting your names and then remembering that some of those people, but everybody I met at the convention, absolute fantastic people. Can't wait to see you all again in 2012. Hopefully we're gonna have a little bit more of a, a bit more people attending next year. But yes, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching this video. I'll be back very shortly, or very soon, with my pictures and my highlights from the event. So, pleasure, as always. Goodbye.